Robust communication seems like it takes a lot of effort. What makes it worth the effort?
What makes it worth the effort is that you've got the employees in the team coming behind you and being on board and buying into the program. People want to work for successful organizations. They don't want to work for failing organizations. So success of the enterprise is important, and people feeling like they're part of the success of the enterprise is very motivating. And so that's what makes it so beneficial. That's what makes it worth it, because all of that energy is helping you bring the organization along. Far more energy than you could ever exert on success with just a small group of people in a corner office.
Well, I think the other piece of it is that when you robustly communicate and you allow this kind of give and take around the issues that really matter to employee, is people sense the genuineness of the leader. And they want leaders that they believe are honest and have their best interests at heart, as well as the organizations, obviously. But that genuineness and that ability to share in an honest, open way, it seems so different than what we see from a lot of leaders today. And because we don't see that, there's a widespread cynicism of employees and organizations throughout. And so I think the robust communication allows that to come through if you do it the right way.
It also relates very strongly to what we call in the book organizational values or leadership values, which we think are so essential these days. We list 8 or 9 of them that are important to leaders, but if you think about this sincerity, this authenticity that Phil talks about, and you think about values like respect and honesty and trust, just take those 3. If you could count on, if employees could count on leaders to tell the truth, to be honest about what's going on, if they could count on employees to be respectful, or count on leaders to be respectful, and if you just get those values right, everything else is easier. I worked for a guy for over 20 years who was the chairman of our company, and his mantra was, if you get the values right, everything else follows. If you don't get the values right, everything is hard. If you can't believe somebody, if you can't trust them, or if they're not respectful, where do you start? So you have to have those basic beliefs, and it penetrates all of this stuff in a way that is so important to employees' engagement that it's hard to describe.